All right, so some of you might know that I actually work for Microtech Knives, specifically in their sister company, Microtech Defense Industries. And because the buildings are so close and we share a lot of information, I saw a knife that had been being worked on and being planned for release for SHOT Show. We're actually going to be showing it this year, and SHOT Show in Las Vegas, and it's actually going to be January 17th through the 22nd. And so the knife that we're going to be launching out there to show everyone, because nothing's for sale at SHOT Show, is the new Microtech Standard Issue. And this is a knife that I really liked. I like the styling of it, I like the size of it, I like the fact that it was a folder, because there are some states that don't allow automatic knives. It also had a lot of useful features to it, which I was really interested in. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over all the features, we're going to go over all the size and the specifications, and let you see exactly what the Microtech MSI is all about. So first and foremost, this knife is 100% made in the USA. It does have G10 scales, but I do think you're going to see some other offerings with regards to different materials, everything from carbon fiber to maybe injection molded plastic, and that should help keep things very price conscious. As far as the blade length is going to measure out at 3.9 inches long. So the overall length of this knife is going to be about 8.9 inches. The weight of the knife, it actually has good weight. It's 5 ounces even, so it doesn't feel chintzy. It feels like you've got a good, robust knife in your hands, and it seems like a very good utility style knife. It does have a pocket clip that can be reversed to the other side for left side carry. However, it's not reversible on the other side for tip down carry. It is going to be a tip up carry knife. As far as the mechanism to actuate the lock system, this is Microtech's new Ram-Lok system. This is not an axis lock. It's definitely a lot more robust, and it's very unique. So actually using the knife is very easy to do. You can actually just use the open area here where a thumb stud would normally be, and you can just flick it like that. Very easy to do. You can also, and I know a lot of guys want to know if this works, but yeah, you can do it that way if you like. The other thing you can do is actually just pull on one of the Ram-Lok sides and flick it open. Very easy to do, and it's more of a timing thing than anything. Just if you release too quickly, you'll hang the blade up. But it's very smooth in its action. Even with the left hand, you can still open it pretty quickly. The action on this is just crazy smooth. I want you guys to see that. It just moves nicely. And the other thing is I have pretty large mittens, and the knife actually fits perfectly in my hand. So I'm not getting any hot spot. One of the things that I do anytime I get a knife or I'm interested in a knife is I will actually grab it on the back side of the jimping, and I will squeeze it as hard as I can. And that way it'll let me know if there's any hot spots or anything, and I don't get any from this. So I like the way the pocket clip is designed, because I know there are a lot of different people that complain about pocket clip sizes and whatnot, but they're designed for a purpose, and that's so that when you're using them hard, or if you're cutting something really hard, you're not getting a hot spot on the back of your hand. You also have to think about jabbing or pommeling, anything like that. You want to be able to use it in such a way that you're not going to get those hot spots. This has become my favorite knife. This is actually serial number 1. It's a prototype, so big shout out to Anthony Marfione and the guys over at Microtech Knives for allowing me to carry this. I will actually have this at SHOT Show, and it carries very well in the pocket. So one of the important things to me is having a pocket knife that I can carry in my pocket, constantly reaching in my pocket and not wearing out the back of my hand. So I'm not getting any type of jimping issues where the jimping's cutting the back of my hand or anything, and it is very quick to pull out and deploy. And so little things do actually matter, and I'm not just a Microtech fan. I have everything from Protex to Spydercos to Benchmades, and if I see something that I like or if it fits me well, I will actually purchase it and use it. So let's continue with the knife. The knife does have a titanium back spacer here that runs along the length. You do have hardened steel plates within the actual G10 itself. So you can squeeze this and you're not going to see any type of flexing here that you'll see on a lot of other knives. Another thing about it is this does use the proprietary Bowler M390MK, which stands for Microtech Knives. It is their 390MK steel. This is something that the engineers worked with Tony to be able to come up with a blade steel, a super steel, that actually has better edge retention, better corrosion resistance properties, better for high polish, and I'll actually show you an example of a high polish blade on an MSI. But it's a great blade steel. You guys know we've been using Bowler for years, whether it was the L-Max or the M390. As far as the blade shape, I love the belly shape on here, and it's very important when you're cutting, let's say on a cutting board, let's say you're camping or anything like that, having something that has a tangent point here instead of having a flat blade makes all the difference in the world. Having this modified sheep's foot type tip, you're not having to angle the handle of the knife so much to be able to get that good cutting edge. So the MSI, I don't know the price point yet. Microtech has not come up with a price point yet. If I had to guess, and guys, this is merely a presumption, I have nothing to do with the knives, so I'm going ahead and forewarning you on that. I think you'll see introductory prices for something that is injection molded. You might see low 200s, maybe upper 100s, and I think when you get into the G10s, you're going to be in the 2s. And of course, I'm sure there's going to be offerings with customs with regards to titanium and carbon fiber and all different types of scales that you can place on this. This Ram-Lok system is very unique. It is very smooth. I do like the way that it feels. I like the way that it operates, and I just love the ergonomics of this knife. Even in the choil area here, you can choke up on the blade if you like, and it just fits the hand very well. So I know this is kind of a departure from the gun content that I normally put out, but I also know that guns and knives and even motorcycles kind of go hand in hand. It's like that whole group of people that like one kind of like all the others. And fast cars, I forgot that one as well. But this is one of those knives that when I saw it in engineering, I knew that I wanted to follow the progress of this knife to see if it came into fruition, and it surely has. So this is a great knife. If you guys are going to be out at SHOT Show, come out and see us. We'll be at booth 41526. I know I'm flying out there Sunday first thing, and I'll be there from Sunday to Sunday. So if you swing by the Microtech booth, you see me out there, come by, say hello, and I'll even give you an X-ring patch because I'm going to bring a couple hundred with me. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that first look at the Microtech standard issue pocket knife. I think it's going to be a huge hit, and I look forward to seeing you over at SHOT. And for everyone that subscribes to the channel, I do appreciate each and every one of you. Guys, I hope you have a great week. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.